I know you're gonna dig this.
Every Black History Month comes, and going to a post-secondary school, we don't really do much. When I was on the Urban Hip Hop Union, we tried to do something, but as just one student group in such a large student body, it didn't really get the message across. So I thought of the idea this year to do something that a lot of people were trying to do, but not for the same purpose. Like, I know a lot of people were dropping mixtapes around this time, and a lot of people were pushing their own music, and I saw the support for them, and I figured, you know, if I'm trying to do something for Black History Month and I want a lot of support, I should probably do something on those lines, and using the talents that I have and the talents of the people that I want involved. So that's pretty much where that idea came from.
My photography, I guess, isn't really based on just commercial stuff, and so when I feel that there's a meaning behind something and a drive behind something, I feel honored to be a part of it.
Well, I got into the project through Soul Kid. Soul Kid introduced me to Phoenix and the rest of the gang.
It was yeah, pretty much it was a good idea, and just the fact that she wanted to bring together a big group of artists to do something positive and to bring awareness to something that people don't usually bring awareness to. But yeah, it's pretty much that, and the fact that she, you know, it's a Black History Month project. She wanted to do something that was more out of the box.
He let me know, what it's about. Just a little brief information stating that, it's something to do with Black history. So once I heard Black history, I was like, I'm down for it. I definitely want to be a part of that, because I definitely want to contribute to some form of history, so that people would, get the hang of it, understand where we came from and what we're about.
Man, that's not an easy question to answer. I mean, the one I guess all of us really can agree, and you'll probably hear it repeated in this interview, is Dilla. Aside
J Dilla, of course.
J Dilla, hands on.
The fact that we're all coming from, showing love for him and for his mom. Dilla is definitely a big stance in Toronto hip.
I think a lot of people are influential in my life personally, especially my music life. Roxanne Shante, I love her, 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 and she's such a role model for young Black MCs such as myself. J Dilla, of course, he's influential all year round, but especially in February in Detroit they recognize him. It's not recognized as Black History Month, it's recognized as Dilla Month, and the mere fact that that's done should encourage people to look into it, into why that's done. So those are two very influential people in my life, and it is because of the contribution they've made to hip-hop music, which is my first love.
I would say my grandmother. Just because of the fact that she helped so many people in her life without actually ever wanting anything back. And she was there for me my whole life.
Me personally, someone that I would recognize in the community are probably just like the everyday single mothers in the Black community that really have an impact on their children and their households, and just things that kind of stick with me like that.
And I believe he should be recognized just for documenting the amazing history that's occurred, since the late 80s with hip hop. He definitely needs to be recognized, and his photos are recognized worldwide, but I don't know, he's my inspiration when it comes to hip hop photography and videography and making music videos, and he should definitely be recognized.
Influential to me, I say J Dilla, hands on, and he should be recognized more. Definitely, he does get the recognition he gets in the underground hip hop community. He deserves more mainstream recognition and to be honored and tributed for his work.
I'm pretty much just sick of everyone saying something is Black history and it's not promoting anything historical. So it was my moment to actually send a message through music that African Heritage Month is more than slavery. It's about digging and going further back, 1600s and before, and actually doing some research and actually knowing what is your culture, what is your language, what is just that awareness of who we are as a people.
I think like many of us, thank you. Thank you for having the courage, thank you for having the drive, the determination to take the steps that you did.
Just to show them like how thankful and grateful I am for able to even listen to his music.
Had certain individuals not taken a stance, had they not stepped up to the plate, had they not driven and envisioned a change that, you know, slowly but surely is coming along.
I'm very passionate about my people. I'm very passionate about my community, and actually getting all these things in one verse was really hard. I actually sat down me and Elle for a while, and we threw things back and forth because it was kind of like he was like, no, I like this, no, I like that, and he helped me a lot with it just by like telling me, well, that word's this, that word's too big, that word's that, try this, try that, try this. And I listened to his verse and it was kind of like, yeah, I like this too, I like that too. But for me, it was more about getting a verse done that would get everything that I really wanted to say said, but in a way that people could actually understand it.
I kind of just came from the perspective of how I feel in the community and just as an artist and sometimes being perceived in a way that people may not really be seeing the real me. And that's kind of how it came out. So I was very aware of the kind of song that we'd hopefully be putting together, and I just kind of let it flow after that.
My hopes are that music will remain something that is a part of Black history. A lot of people, even today, you know, they're like, oh yeah, I'm a big hip-hop head, like I love hip-hop, but they don't really know the story of it because they never took the time to learn the history of it. And then on the flip side, there's people who know everything about Black history, but they don't really appreciate Black music. And so I've come to learn that hip-hop as a culture is not just for Black people, but especially around Black History Month, it should be recognized in the Black community and abroad. So my hope for music is the same for society, that it'll be included and that it will be able to be shared with the masses.